Namaste everyone. In this video I'm going to be sharing information on the Lion's Gate and how you can use the alchemy to help you navigate this planet Earth with clarity, directive power, and leadership over your evolution. Now, the 8 energy is the infinity. Okay, it is the heaven on earth. It is the bridge that connects us to the higher dimensions, and it connects the higher dimensions to the lower dimensions. So think of it as higher vibrations in communion with the grounded embodiment. The 8 also is the pranic body. So the 888 energy that we had on August 8th, 2018, which was yesterday, that is about the energy of the prana within us. Okay, so the pranic body is the bridge that connects us to our spirit, as well as the higher vibrations of ourself. It connects that spirit and it connects it to the grounded embodiment, our physical human that we are. Now, the pranic body gives us the energy to manifest. Okay, so we have this luminous arc line that is very much a rainbow above our head. Arc line that arcs all the way to the cosmos. So that arc line, very much like antennas, it is constantly receiving information, wisdom, knowledge from the cosmos and its ongoing evolution. Now, the pranic body is what gives us the energy to be able to move that information, that wisdom through the body, and that navel point, which is at the belly button, gives us the energy to birth it. So the navel point is at this reproductive system for a reason, if you're a female, okay? The navel represents willpower, directive power, okay, and also represents self-esteem and our ability to manifest. Okay, so think of infinity as visionary, which is high vibrations, which is the arc line, your rainbow. So that's where you get your visionary ideas, your imagination, your creative vision for your life. That is in communion with the grounded embodiment, which is the lower chakras, the navel point. And that navel point powers how we manifest. We don't manifest up in the arc line. We manifest down here in the lower chakras. So the prana, interesting, the diaphragm is in between the higher chakra and the lower chakra. Okay, it is very much the gateway that brings forth the visionary idea into the grounded embodiment. So the prana is how we birth. So if we have a shallow prana body, okay, it's going to be very difficult for us to manifest. So the prana body, the 8, also reflects your aura. So our aura, we have about 10 feet across from us in all directions. It's our electromagnetic field. So if your diaphragm is moving like this, which is not the cosmic diaphragm, then your aura is probably very tight around you, moving like this. Now if your diaphragm is moving like this, okay, this movement, which is very cosmic, very rhythmic, very expansive, spacious to receive, your aura is very much reflecting that. Okay, so If you have a tight diaphragm, if you have a shallow breath, you can expect your aura to be very small. But if your pranic body is moving very rhythmically, very much like a dance, so it's very expansive, there's a lot of movement, you can expect you have a lot of energy to move your life. And that is manifestation. Your stamina, your endurance, which is very much has to do with your fertility, the navel point, the second chakra, the first, second, and third, that is the core of our being and gives us the energy we generate energy, okay, that helps us to organize the energy, information, wisdom in our arc line, our rainbow of what we want to do in this life, organize it, and then we can deliver it, which is the same thing as you giving birth. And it's all within the prana body that gives us that energy to be able to organize information and to deliver it, to give birth, manifest in a grounded embodiment, because we're human. Therefore, we came to ground the ideas, the visions, the creative expression within our soul energy, our subtle body, in this physical sense. Okay? And the 8 energy is the communion with the higher chakra and the lower chakra, the prana being the bridge, being the gateway. Okay? So, the Lion's Gate is, it is the alignment with the Sirius sun and our sun. Okay? So, the Sirius sun, we have a lot of ancient cultures giving emphasis to the Sirius sun. Okay, and that Sirius sun, we can see the Adenakton, okay, the Egyptian pharaoh, which connects to monotheism, which is the one God. So Egypt went from many gods to one God, and that one God is depicted as a gold disc in the sky. And Adenakton, the Egyptian pharaoh, which was one of you could say the last Egyptian pharaoh with the matriarchal principles. Matriarchal, which is representing feminine magic, manifestation, miracles. Okay? He was very much the last pharaoh to really follow the matriarchal. Okay? So he's gesturing at this gold disc in a very, in an image that you can find online. This image is, you see it in a lot of history textbooks. And he's gesturing at this gold disc in the sky, and it became clear to me in meditation last night that he is giving emphasis to the Sirius sun. Now, the Sirius sun is a very giant sun, and this sun is the core of our universe. Now, the core of our universe is like the core of our body. Our navel point is the core of our body. Our willpower, that's where we generate energy. Okay, energy. Now, the energy of the Sirius sun connects to the ancient ones. And I saw the ancient ones in capital letters. I saw the A in ancient as a very giant A in my vision. Now, that means the ancient ones can be connected to the giant beings. So all around this planet, there are skeletons of giants, okay, the ancient ones. And the ancient ones are also connected to the Anunnaki beings that are affiliated with Mesopotamia, the first civilization we read about in history textbooks, as the Middle East. And the Anunnaki have a very expansive auric field, electromagnetic field. So we have 10 feet all across right now in our current human evolution. The Anunnaki have, I would say, 30 feet in all directions. And what that means is very much like a tree. A tree that is very tall and very thick, has very wide branches, has very wide and deep roots. And what that does, like antennas, you are able to sense let's say, the cosmos. You're able to sense energies, subtle energies within the higher vibrations. You're able to sense it if your electromagnetic field is very expansive, like antennas. You can receive information, wisdom, very deep in space, or very deep within Mother Earth as roots, as branches. So the Anunnaki people are connected to the Sirius sun. I saw them coming from the Sirius sun. And the Sirius sun, very much like the core of our navel point, the core of the universe, it is associated with warriorship, leadership, associated with tools, a technology that gives human a ability to endure time. Okay? And we've endured a lot on planet Earth the last thousands and possibly millions of years, all because we have it in our core, the Sirius blueprint, okay, which is warriorship. So in the Sirius sun, I saw information, wisdom of this entire universe, like the core. It is the gathering of many, many planets within this sun. And the sun is very massive because in order to hold a lot of information, you need to have a lot of energy, just like the physical body. If you want to hold a lot of information, a lot of wisdom, you got to have a lot of energy to be able to sustain it. And the Sirius sun holds a lot of high vibration wisdom and information. So high vibrations of very, you'd say, evolved or advanced, say, blueprints. Okay? And the Anunnaki were beings that came from the Sirius sun with this very powerful vibration, and they gave humanity, or integrated into humanity, the warriorship, the leadership, as well as the endurance to be able to endure time. Okay? So, with this particular alignment that we have with the Sirius sun as well as the planet Earth sun, the Earth sun representing the heart of the universe. So, the heart of the universe. Okay, what is that? Basically, Earth is a school to learn unconditional love. So if there are beings, let's say an Arcturus can't really connect with a Pleiadian, okay, they come to planet Earth to play it out. Because planet Earth is one of the most diverse planets in this, you say, galaxy. Very diverse. So there's a lot of difference here. And the great graduation of planet Earth is unconditional love. It is to being able to relate to something that is different from you. So we have differences in ethnicity, nationality, religion, ideology, culture, and the unconditional love is what brings us together. And that's Earth's unique mastery. And Earth's sun is different from Sirius sun, being the heart of the universe, is Earth is connected to Pleiades and Orion. And Pleiades and Orion are very expressive planets. Expressive, artistic, creative, musical, talented. So Pleiades especially represents the music of the cosmos. So the throat chakra, which also connects to Taurus, and Taurus connects to music ability. So it's very much about the expression of song is Pleiades. And we get that in our DNA about singing, about having melody, rhythm from the Pleiades. Okay? And Orion is very similar, but they're artistic in a different way. Artistic in through the body movement. I connect with Orion through the body movement. So the dance, the movement, but both of these planets have molded humanity to be very playful. So the frequency of planet Earth, or the frequency of the Akashic record of planet Earth, which is the sun, that broadcasts playfulness. So there are many planets, and they have their own unique frequency. And Earth is the frequency of angels. Angels. And when we think of angels, we think of very playful, very graceful, very silly, very childlike beings. They possess great strength, but they're very playful about it. Okay, and that play is also the unconditional love, being playful about the differences and the diversity of everything on this planet, okay? Which reflects the diversity of the universe, which is very diverse, and how it all comes together through playfulness, okay? Which is unconditional love. Now, our sun is the angelic frequency. Sirius sun is the ancient one frequency, which is very different. If you tap in, it's very different. The Anunnaki, the frequency they are, which connects the Sirius sun, is very much warriorship, and that also connects to Mars. The Anunnaki connect to Mars, which is Aries, leadership, revolutionary spirit, revolutionary pioneership. That is the Mars, the Aries energy, and the Anunnaki are connected to the Mars as well. Okay. So with our sun, it is the playfulness, unconditional love, the angelic frequency that plays out to the universe. And the Sirius is the warriorship, the leadership, the structure, the discipline that is the frequency being broadcast to the universe. And the Sirius, the Pleiades, as well as the Orion sun, they have their own frequency that is unique to their planet, their Akashic record, which is held within their sun. Okay, so we know a little bit about our sun, this planet Earth. Now, again, Sirius sun and planet Earth sun are in this alignment, and that is a gateway. So you see the gateway between the core and between the heart. It basically gives the heart a lot of energy. Okay, and that energy helps us to structure our lives, gives us the energy to direct ourselves out of anything that doesn't serve for our highest good, that we're looping in, that we're, let's say, kind of cloaked in or shackled to. It gives us the energy to break through. So break through the glass ceiling. And we do that through the 8, and the gateway that connects is the pranic body. So the pranic body expanded gives us the energy to break through that glass ceiling and to reach a new potential within ourselves. Potential for creative expression, potential for self-esteem, and potential for perspective, and renewal of perspective that helps us to move. Okay, so this gateway is very energetic. It wants us to move in new ways because it wants us to evolve, because everything is in a state of evolving, like an adjective, moving. So what we can do to best receive the alchemy of this Lion's Gate, and therefore use that energy, energetic, enthusiastic, high self-esteem, how we can use that, input that into our system, is through the pranic body, which is the 8 energy, the union or communion with spirit with grounded embodiment. And I'm going to give you a tool that I use to expand my pranic body and to connect with my warriorship as well as my playful heart. Okay? So, you're going to have your hands out like this, and it's going to be like claws. And you're going to do lion's breath. So, this is the arc line energy. So, lion's breath is through the tongue. and the eyes are closed. It's like object here. Inhale. Project your arms out like antennas. Squeeze everything up. Squeeze the mula bandha, sex organ, rectum, navel, so you're stopping the flow of urinations. Flow all the way up. Squeeze everything to the heart. Expand your presence. Project to be able to receive the information and wisdom of the cosmos that is available when you are expanded enough to be able to sense it. Exhale. Inhale. Expand your aura, expand your electromagnetic field now so that you can receive the energy you need to manifest your alchemy in the grounded embodiment. Exhale. Okay. So that is one thing I want you to do. Now the same breath with the Gyan Mudra here in the arc line. So we're energizing our arc line, energizing our visionary self. Like I said, the rainbow is where our subtle body is, our soul body. Visionary are basically our map for what we came here to do in this incarnation. Let's energize it. So 7 minutes, 7 minutes, and 7 is the number of liberation. It is the number of sovereignty. It is the number of breakthrough. So we have 7, which is breakthrough, and then 8, which is expansion. So in order to have expansion, we need to have a breakthrough, and breakthrough is liberation, it's sovereignty. So 7 minutes, 7 minutes with the lion's breath, the tongue. So you're breathing over the tongue, and what that does is you're detoxifying your lungs. You're detoxifying the smallness, the weight of your lungs. You're moving it out of your lungs through your throat. So what that does is if you have any cloak, when I say cloak, I mean like negativity, just slime kind of on your lungs, that breath will move it out of your body through the throat, and that will give you spaciousness to be able to generate energy. So the reason we collectively have a lack of energy because our diaphragm is moving like this. Shallow breath, shallow aura, no energy to get anything done. So this kind of diaphragm, which is the lion's breath, detoxifying the smallness, 7 minutes, creating a breakthrough, breaking through the glass ceiling, now expands your diaphragm to its greater potential. And that greater potential is soul alchemy in the grounded embodiment, the infinity in the finite form, physical form. And like I said, visionary of the arc line, moving through the gateway of the pranic body, and then the pranic body giving energy to it to birth the thing out of your lower chakras, like giving birth to your dreams so that you can experience your dreams in the grounded embodiment, a physical form, which is why you came to earth, to be physical and to have physical sense of your arc line, your soul body self, your visions, your dreams, your talents, your gifts, your expressions, all in this energy. So one final note, okay, with the Sirius sun, okay, the lion's gate, literally powerful energy, core energy that can generate energy enough to basically support an entire planet for a very long time. Endurance, like I said, endurance, stamina. Now with the Adonakton, gesturing at the gold disc, which is the Sirius sun, the energy to manifest, I saw God as generation of divinity. So generation of divinity is the infinity met in the finite. And then Anunnaki beings, Mesopotamia, the Middle East, are connected to the generation of divinity, the realized God within the self. And the Anunnaki are very much the beings who had the expansive aura that was able to realize the creator within self. So your magnetism, so if you feel you're not attracting things that you really want, your magnetism is your uniqueness, and your uniqueness is your expanded auric intelligence. So the bigger the aura, the bigger the diaphragm movement, the more rhythmic, okay, between this expansion and contraction, the more rhythmic your aura is, the deeper the breath, the bigger the being, okay? So giants are not necessarily giant physical beings. They're giant auric beings. Auric beings. So they can be very much our height, but just with giant auras, which makes them very godly. God as in generation of divinity, which is connection, sensory perception of the cosmic ongoings, to be able to receive the information and wisdom of the cosmos to help human or Anunnaki being to navigate the earth towards personal, collective soul alchemy. Okay? And that soul alchemy for us humans is unconditional love. We are the expression of unconditional love, the artistic expression of unconditional love, the play of unconditional love. That is our focus for planet Earth. That is our graduation and our mastery within planet Earth. Okay? So I'm going to leave you all with this information. I believe I got everything out that I needed to. I do feel a lot of beings around me, so I'm seeing if the beings have anything else they want to add before I close. They just want to emphasize your magnetism is your uniqueness. Magnetism is the same as auric expansion, which is the same as your breath, your prana body that connects you to infinity. Okay, infinite possibilities are open, and that's a miracle. A miracle very much like Jesus. Your prana is able to open possibilities within your physical body, within your physical life, higher possibilities for health, for healing, for manifestation, for prosperity. Prana is the miracle energy. 7 is the sovereign, liberated being. Okay. So magnetism, your uniqueness, is in your presence. It's not in the things you say or the things you do. It's in your auric expansion and the rhythm of it, the fluidity of it, the velocity of it. And that velocity generates energy that you need to organize your soul's map for this incarnation, organize it in a very productive, efficient way, and then deliver God. Deliver it into your physical life, which is manifestation, like literally giving birth to a child. If you have no prana, if you have no energy, your hips are going to be tight and you're not going to be able to get the child out. But if you have energy, the core of your being, your navel is very strong, very secure, very solid, self-esteem, courage, assertiveness. You can organize yourself and deliver yourself into your evolution. Namaste.